What is good, everybody? Today we have a classic dropshipping case study, and we're gonna go over how I made roughly $80,000 in 4 months with this product, and how roughly $40,000 of that revenue, so about half of it, was made completely passively with me doing nothing else besides clicking the button to pay my supplier. We're gonna go over some things we learned while running the product, why I will probably never run a weed product again. We'll go over the numbers in detail, in specifics, and if you stick around until the very end, I'm gonna let you in on how you can enter my winning product giveaway. Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. I'm giving away a product that converts around 2 to 3K per million views, and I'm gonna let you know how to enter that giveaway at the end of this video. So with all that being said, let's jump straight into it. Okay, so first things first, how did I find this product and what made this product specifically a winner? So I actually found this product on my Instagram burner, and the account I found it on have been posting for maybe 2 to 3 months and still consistently posting 2 to 3 videos a day with, I wanna say, around 60,000 followers when I had found that account. So that's always a good sign. From there, I said, okay, let me go through a little bit of my checklist. Obviously, with me being as advanced as I am and already running so many winners, it's almost completely intuition, but I can still go through the checklist just to make sure. First and foremost, it's in the weed niche. Debatably, one of the best niches in the entire organic space because it has such an emotional attachment. I mean, half of the world has smoked weed at some point, ritualistically smokes weed. I mean, there are a trillion potheads out there. It's a huge niche, and you know, stoners love buying shit. It's a great niche. So automatically, as long as it wasn't like the stupidest shit in the world, it's probably gonna convert. Now, the second box on that checklist was, does it add value to somebody's life? Now, you always hear people narrowing this down to, does it solve a problem? But it's much bigger than that, and a lot of organic products don't have to solve a problem. So what I mean by adding value to somebody's life is, does it help them? Does it solve a problem? Does it make something easier? Does it solve an insecurity of some sort? Those all add value to somebody's life. Now, this does add value to somebody's life by saving them time and making rolling easier. You literally just throw a pre-roll paper into the tray, you know, grind up your weed, whatever, shovel it in, and then boom, bang, you're practically ready to smoke, saving you a lot of time. And you know, there's some people out there that don't know how to roll and don't care about learning how to roll. I mean, almost everything about this product was a 10 out of 10, especially considering one filming session of 2 to 3 videos only took me like 15-ish minutes. So now that we got that out of the way, let's head over to where we were creating our content at and go over why I will probably never run a weed product again. Okay guys, so right here in my kitchen is where majority of the content for this product was made. Reason being is because after a little bit of research into my competitor, I realized like majority of his most viral videos were created in like a nice kind of bougie looking modern kitchen. Now for the actual clips, the actual video, the actual concept itself was just replicating his because that's kind of how the IG strategy works. And with it being such an IG oriented product, 9 times out of 10, they take really basic 8 to 12 second long videos of you just showing the properties of the product, kind of how it works. And really your best bet is just finding that perfect hook to sound combo, which is exactly what I did. So I stole his basic framework, changed a few variations, you know, tried out a couple different visual hooks of how I was maybe sliding it in on some of them I was kind of bringing it down, but all the same still general concept while testing out which hooks worked best with which sounds. Once those were found out, after just literally, I think a few days of running this product, I got it to start cooking. Now, lucky for me, I actually had an account to recycle for this product. I think it was like 2 weeks prior to finding the product, I had remembered and found a account that I had made like maybe middle of last year, and it was actually running the stash belt. If anybody remembers what that product is, pretty fucking mid product. It's similar niche, very similar niche. It's to hide basically weed, drugs, paraphernalia, whatever into a belt. So you don't always need, you know, the product to be the perfect niche in the exact same niche, but it's definitely preferred, and you're definitely gonna have the highest chances recycling Instagram accounts, you know, with a product from the exact same niche. So like I said, it literally only took like 3 days before this product had its first viral video. Ooh, cha-ching-a-ling, cha-ching-a-ling, did y'all hear that? Another store at $1,700 for the day. It's only 4 p.m. Hopefully my editors blur out the name, but of course I had to flex a little bit after hearing that cha-ching. Anyways, now let's get into why I will probably never run a weed product again. And if you couldn't realize by now or tell by now, I'm not showing you an account or anything because the account got banned. Yes, the Instagram account for this product got banned. Very unheard of, doesn't happen quite often. It seems that, you know, the Instagram platform as a whole is just getting a little bit more strict because that used to be why weed products were so good. Obviously, they were in a super passionate niche, but they performed really well on IG, and IG is really the only place you could sell them. So starting out, I actually just so happened to have a TikTok start hitting for the product as well. Now, when running weed products, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when it comes to TikTok and that account getting taken down. Do not think that you're gonna go run a weed product and consistently get away with it. It will not happen. It's impossible. It's just a matter of, will it get taken down in a week or will it get taken down in 2 months? No matter what, it's gonna get taken down. So with that in mind, I was still posting on the TikTok, but I just didn't give a fuck about it. I wasn't even trying to get anything to come out of the TikTok. It was just like, okay, I made the videos anyways, might as well take the extra 30 seconds to post them on TikTok. And with TikTok being so basically starved of weed products actually convert really high on TikTok itself because it's just, nobody ever gets, them thrown at them because the accounts are always taken down. It's really hard to run them on there. So of course, with me not giving a fuck and me knowing that I can't get attached to accounts on TikTok because they're gonna get taken down no matter what, the TikTok account started hitting. It did like 2 or 3 million views and it was converting like crazy, like 3K per million views, 4K per million views just from TikTok alone. I went into it knowing I couldn't get attached. Of course I'm gonna get attached. It started printing views and printing me money. And then when it got taken down, that was a huge pain in the ass. It kind of killed the revenue. It went from like looking like a product that was about to do 100K month to only its first month being its best month at like 30K rev. But we're gonna get into the numbers later on in the video. Later on, it went maybe 3-4 months, and just last month, the Instagram account for the product got taken down. And honestly, a month or two leading into it, we were dealing with all kinds of issues, constant appeals, just so much bullshit that you normally don't get out of Instagram. I guess really the only thing that it comes down to is I'm assuming there was some sort of foul play, which, that's just the name of the game. There's some losers out there. Somebody was probably reporting my account, whatever the case may be, probably the biggest competitor, probably the competitor I found it from. But yeah, so, a product that I was actually gonna go into Q4 with that would have easily made $100,000 plus for Q4. And on top of that, we lost the account that, could have made us that for Q4. On top of that, we lost an account that we could have recycled and made, multiple other 6 figures from. So, all in all, we still ran up 80 bands. Half of it was passive, and we did learn some things along the way. So let's just go over a little tiny bit of sauce of kind of, what you could keep in mind for all of the products that you run that I was split testing, back testing, and figuring out while I was running this product. So keep in mind, actually, when running multiple variant products, there's probably going to be an outlier. There's going to be a product that actually performs better than another variant. And another thing to also look out for and to test, there's probably also going to be a variant that converts more views to sales than the other variant, which is exactly what I noticed in this product. So I noticed the donut tray, 9 times out of 10, it didn't matter. The video was doing at least 100K plus views, and this did majority bulk of the views. Now, the account in total did like 200 plus million views, maybe 300 million views. And before it got taken down, I think it was at like 70, 80,000 followers. But a bulk of its views came from this variant. But I also noticed this variant, even though it was harder for it to go viral, when it went viral, it converted a little higher. Now, this product was converting at 2 to 3K per million views. Kind of randomly, every now and again, it would hit like a really weird Indian audience. So it would convert a little less, but on average, good views, good audience, everything. It was converting at 2 to 3K per mil. It was converting at like 1.5 to 2K for this one, and damn near every video that went viral for this one was right at that 3K mark, sometimes even more. Also, a little bit of sauce for you guys. Every time I go to run a new product, this is something I don't really hear anybody else talk about. Every time I go to run a new product, you have to keep props in mind. I'm not just talking about your background and your setup. I'm talking about think to yourself, ask yourself, what all am I gonna need to run this product? So now, when I first ran the product, I saw all the guys' props and knew what I needed to get, but I also asked myself, okay, what could I do better? And boom. I noticed in a lot of his videos, he was using just regular, paper cones, regular sized. And it kind of made the product almost look not as good, and it was like not as visually appealing because it barely stuck out of the bottom. So I was like, oh my God, I bet king size cones would probably look even better just visually while using the product. And at the end, I was twisting it up a lot, showing it, just in general, better for visuals. Now this was, I kind of got lucky on this, and it honestly probably helped just in general content wise, having a little bit of differences so it didn't seem like I was copying him too much. That's completely my own assumption. There's no, actual fact to that, but who knows, it could have, helped with the platform, throw me in a little bit more of that original content by not copying him verbatim. And of course it helped with a whole different background. But neither of these props were the ones he was using. They were just variants of them. But I very much kept in mind before ever even getting the product to my house, what props, what I was gonna use, what I was gonna change, etc., etc. And it's very important that you do that for every single product you run. Okay guys, so now we're gonna go over the numbers for this store, and I'm gonna let you guys in on kind of my strategy and my system of running a winning product from beginning to end, and when, where, and why I implement my teams for the store to automate it more and make it more passive. Okay, so I started running the store around June, and its first actual full month of running it, it made a whopping $33,000 the first month. And like I said, it started cooking after the first few days. So really, really great. Everything worked out perfectly. Now let's break down kind of when and where I started implementing teams. So after the second or third day, I woke up the next day. I had a video at like 100K views already. I was super hyped. The first thing I did was go and hit up my website developer. He literally within, I think, maybe 3-4 hours, spun the website up, had everything ready. I threw it into the bio, and within an hour after that, it started getting sales. I want to say its first like actual day with the website up, it did like a few $100. And then after that, it was just $1,000 day after $1,000 day, 4K day, 5K day. I want to say its highest day, I can't remember exactly. It's probably in the 6 or 7K area. So to clarify, that's basically the first team or system I implement is my website developer, obviously getting the website up, the funnel started into actually, that's the first thing that we need to do in order to actually start getting sales. Now, the very next team I implemented was my customer support team. So I've automatically delegated the task of dealing with customers, dealing with anything on the back end of the website like emails, chargebacks, returns, all that good stuff is completely automated by my customer support team. And that was really just after maybe its first few $1,000s and the first time I realized, okay, I'm getting a few emails. The position I'm in, I don't like to waste a minute of my time, especially on something so silly like responding to annoying customers. So I don't care if I have to pay a couple $100 off rip. I don't care. I wouldn't care if it was a few $1,000s. Thank the Lord, my boy Hashan is cheap. But regardless, that's the very next team I implement because there is no reason if you're more advanced or if you're even making more than $10,000 a month that you're still responding to emails. Quit being cheap, invest in your business to save time. So all of this has went on. We've started implementing teams. We're continuing the IG strategy. And as we go into July, the very next month, it did $21,000. Now, at this point in time, everything was going good. I believe the TikTok account got taken down of like maybe a week or two into July. So that's why you kind of saw that kind of, big dip, and obviously revenue started decreasing. So then as time goes on, we end up in August, probably one of our worst months, which was $9,000 in revenue. This is when we started dealing with a bunch of bullshit with the Instagram account itself. The TikTok was already gone. It was just a lot. Everything was kind of like in this position. I was like, okay, what do I do? Do I pivot? Do I throw a new product on the account? Whatever. Oh, I completely forgot to mention, by the time August hit, and I had already ran up a bunch of momentum on the account, already ran up, almost $50,000, I had thrown a creator on the account. So that is the third system or team we implemented. At this point, the product is completely passive. Obviously at the beginning, we were getting everything dialed in, finishing touches on my creators content. Thank the Lord, I'm locked in with, I actually love him. I'm not gonna say any names, but a great creator, really one of the best connections I could have made, especially for him being my creator. And the money he makes now, I don't even know why he's still my creator, but I'm really appreciative of him. And speaking of that, that's really the best route to go for creators. I'm gonna save that for a whole nother video, but this whole like, I'm gonna go hire a trillion creators, I'm gonna do this or that. Okay, yeah, it sounds like you're doing a lot, but you're gonna barely make any money. The best strategy for creators is exactly what I've just given you guys here. You run up an account to the moon, you kind of get everything warmed up, you get a bunch of already viral concepts made, you get, your first 10, 20K in revenue, and then you basically give the account to your creator at a 20% affiliate. So what this does is not only does it make us waste money, but it actually kind of removes the need for a retainer because the incentive is, hey, you're already going to be making money, 20% of money that I'm making you for basically free off of my other viral videos. And that's really the best strategy I've seen work out yet. And as you can see, it works out pretty good considering it made me, almost $40,000 completely passive. Like I said, the only thing I was having to do was press the pay button to my supplier. Everything else, the customer support, the website, I didn't even make it, the content creation, literally everything. Like this, what I'm explaining to you guys right now is how you turn organic into a legitimate business. And now, while we're on this subject, all of these teams I just mentioned are exclusively inside of my Discord, meaning all of these people that I just mentioned that are vetted by me, that work directly with me in my own business, you can only get access to inside my Discord, which you can join with the link down below in the description of this video. On top of all the other insane amount of value that you get from inside the Discord, which is basically a no-brainer, especially if you want to consistently make a high income from organic and you really want to take this serious. Now, speaking of the Discord, let's get into the giveaway I was talking about. I have a product that converts at around 2 to 3K per million views that I'm giving away to someone that's inside the VIP section of the Discord. So yes, that's right. In order to enter the giveaway, you have to join the VIP section of the Money Making Committee. I don't care if you want to join it and then think, oh, I'll get the winning product and then leave, or I'll try this or that or whatever. Yes, I'm using this to try and get you guys inside there, because I know once you're inside there, you're gonna say, oh my, like, I'm an idiot if I leave this Discord, because that's how much I believe in the Discord I've created. That's how much I love the Discord I've created. And that's how confident I am that joining that Discord will literally change your life, probably make you your first dollar if you haven't, and definitely help you make more money if you're already making money with organic. But anyways, to finish us off, our very last month of October, it was literally right at the end of October, the account got taken down and removed. I think it was like a week before October ended. We ended up finishing that month off at $10,000, leaving us at like $70,000 or $80,000 in total for this one product. Okay guys, so that's gonna wrap up the Puff Trays, the Puffy Shops case study. Around $80,000 roughly in 4 months, and half of that being completely passive. Of course, I'm still insanely grateful of the money we made when we actually did have the accounts. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and gained a ridiculous amount of value from it. As always, don't forget to subscribe, go follow your boy on IG, and if you want to join the Money Making Committee, it's going to be in the description below. But with all that being said, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.